Hi everyone, welcome back. Naji here. So Google has released the latest version of Gemma, that is the Gemma 4, and in this video we will be discussing about Gemma 4. So we'll see its features and we will try to run that is in our local machine, and we also do some operations with Gemma. So we can start with on that. Okay. So traditional chat models, what is happening is that we will have the user will give some input and we will have the LLM model or AI model which will generate the output. So Gemma 4 is actually designed for the agentic workflows. So you guys can see this particular diagram. So once we have the user has given the input, and it will do like three processes. It will think and it will plan, then it will execute. So there will be step by step processes happening in Gemma. And if you look on its performance, the compared to the model up to like 20x bigger than Gemma, it has a lot of features. It is a faster performance and it provides lower cost, and it also like easier for the deployment. And Gemma 4 family has a like currently there are 4 different versions are there. One is E2B, that is the effective 2 billion parameter model, which is can be used for the edge model, which is used for the edge devices, and we can see it is a 128K size context size. And we have a 4 billion model is there, and which is mobile and IoT devices, which is a 128K model, 128K context is length. And we can see like 2026B mixture of expert, and we can see like 31B dense, and we can see the details, like one is for the workstations and other is for the high-end rigs, and we can see its context size also. Okay. And if we scroll down, we can see, as I mentioned, like this is actually designed for the agentic workflow. So once we have the user is giving the request and with the prompt, and it will do the multi-step process, then it will do some kind of actions by calling the functions, and it will finally generate the output. And another thing about Gemma model, this can be used as a local AI code assistant. We can integrate this with the Visual Studio Code, and which will help us to do the local coding assistant. Okay. Then scrolling down, the beyond the text, it is actually provide the multimodal capabilities. Okay. So once it is providing, it will provide the vision capabilities. It will help us to process the images, video, OCR chart, and visual data. And it is providing the text, definitely it is supporting the text, and it is also providing the speech understanding. Okay, so these are the features of Gemma 4. Then when we talk about the context handling, we can see the edge models, which is support the 128K, and the bigger models, which is support the 256K context length. And it also support like 140 plus languages it is supporting. Okay, I'm just scrolling down. Okay, so this is our last slide, and we can see that, okay, even though Gemma is really good, but we cannot use it for like in all the purpose, right? All the scenarios, right? So so it says that, okay, for medical, legal, or the financial outputs, which the domains which need like very precise accuracy, it is not recommended to do the Gemma 4, or we have to add like some more layers on that, because Gemma 4 is probabilistic, not deterministic, so it hallucinates more. So we have to add some kind of a layers, like a human verification layer has to be added to implement Gemma 4 in these particular domains. Okay. And by giving external access to the system, that is also kind of a dangerous. So we have to ensure that the access is limited. Then definitely the another problem with the Gemma 4 is that its context length. So we know that it is support like 128K and the 256K, but something like if you need like a 10 million token at once, so it is better to use the Llama 4 Scout or some other models which support the 10 million model. So these are the few drawbacks of Gemma 4. Okay. Now we can see how can we run this in our local machine. So for that, I'm using Ollama for Ollama for this one. So I already discussed about how can you install the Ollama in my previous video. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the smallest model, because my machine is not that much good. So I will be using the E2B model. So this is actually size is like 7.2 GB. So I already have downloaded. Now let me go and run it. Okay. So let me see. Let me go and run it. So it will take some time. Okay. it not because of the okay, it is starting now. Let me wait for this one and I will show you some of the code to execute this. Okay, so this is a Visual Studio code, and I have written some code to connect with the Ollama and using this particular Gemma for E2 billion model. Okay, so I'm trying to close this one. Okay, so here we can see that I'm importing the OpenAI model and I'm creating the client using the OpenAI. Here I'm passing the base URI. Okay, so this is the base URL, that base URL of the Ollama, and here we are giving the API key. So API key is the dummy API key we are giving. Okay, so similar to the OpenAI completion, we can use the same thing. Here I am passing the chat.completion.create, and here I can provide the model name, and this is the message I am giving. So here I am giving the system message, and I am giving the user message as a write a Python function that merge two list, and I am setting the temperature as 0.5, stream is equal to 2. I am just printing it. Okay, so let me go and execute this. We'll see how this works. Before that, let me ensure that it is up and running. Okay, so it is up and running. Okay, now let me execute it. So the execution is in progress. It will take some time. Okay, as I said, my machine is not that much good. That's why it's taking some time. So next thing is we can wait for its executions, and in between, let me show you my next code. So here, this cell containing how can we read the images? Okay, so if you look on this, I'm passing a image. Let me show here. Okay, so this is the image that I am passing, and what we are doing is that we are reading the image and we are doing the base 64 encoding. Okay, so this base 64 encoded model we are passing to the chat completion. Okay, so here we can see the similar to the earlier one, we are passing the model and we are passing the messages, and here we can see the type we are passing the image URL, and this is the image URL that we are passing. Okay, now what I'm going to say, I'm just going to print this one. So once this is done, I can go and print this. Let me see. It is still in progress. Okay. Okay, fine. Anyway, I will show you this particular image. So if you look on this particular image, we can see that this is an image of a receipt which containing some rate, sale and volume. Okay, we can see the vehicle number is not entered, date is something, time is there, and we can see fuel details will be there. So I am passing this particular image to the Gemma model, and we'll see how this works. Okay, so before that, I want to show this one. Okay, it's taking some time, so let me stop and check this. Otherwise, it will take some time. Okay, we'll see anyway. Let me stop this. Hi everyone, welcome back. Naji here. So Google has okay. So you start generating the output. You guys can see this. Here it says, okay, this is a classic problem offer solved using the two-pointer technique. Okay, and it's generating some Python code. You can see. See, it is thinking and planning and executing. Okay. So it is providing some example usage. Okay, the result seems to be good. Okay, it's providing everything that we needed. You can see how this works. So it is providing the time and space complexity. Space complexity. Okay, I think it is done. It took nearly 3 minutes. Okay, but we got the expected result as we did. Now we can try to execute this one. Okay, here as I said, we are going to read the image. Okay, the invoice that I just shown. So let me execute it again. Okay, the execution is completed. Now we can see the result. It says TRN and attention vehicle number, date, time, and it says about the fuel, density, and the preset we can see, and rate we can see, and sale we can see. Okay, now let me show you this one. Okay, sale is there, rate is there. I don't see the volume. Okay, the volume is also there. So it seems to be perfectly fine. Okay, now what we are going to do, we are going to read a audio file. Okay, similar to the images, we are using the same pattern. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are reading the audio file and we are encoding and we are passing this to the chat completion model. Okay, so let me do that. Okay, so the audio reading is completed. Here we can see it shows the details of the audio file, but it is not that much accurate, but this is fine. I'm not sure it is because of the audio file, but yeah, it seems to be fine. It got like 60 to 70% of okay. Now the next is like the translating the languages. So we know that it has like a 140 plus languages, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm converting something that is English to French. Okay, so here we can see the prompt, like you are a professional translator specifying in English to the French. And as a user, I'm giving this. Okay, hello, how are you? I am working on AI project today. And I'm just printing the details. So we'll see its result. Okay, so if you look on this code structure, like all the code structure is almost same. Okay, so we are using the chat completion for images, chat, and translation. For everything we are using the chat completion. So only thing we have to take care, if it is image or audio, we have to encode the details and we have to pass it. Okay, so that is the only difference. Okay, so if you look on this, here we can see something. Here we can see the key terms, hello, how are you, and they are saying this is the how are you, and I am working on, and it's giving the translation here, and AA project and the project TAA. Maybe it is correct. I don't know the French, so I believe that this is correct. Okay, so that is all about in this video. So I will upload this video along with this notebook. You guys can download and try it out. So that's it. Please do like and subscribe. Have a nice day. Bye bye.